Well, we're starting to spring off in Georgia this year, and my good buddy Ramsey gave me the call, said, hey, birds are hot, let's try to get us one. Well, get there the first day, and Ramsey's stepbrother and girlfriend and dad, they actually, all three got a bird the first day. So second day, we wake up and look at my buddy Pruitt, said, why don't we go try to find us one?
Gearing up for battle. Turkey hunting is the only hunting that I carry too much crap with.
Yeah.
Every other hunting, I'm a minimalist. If I hadn't got turkey hunting,
I carried my binoculars, but that little bit of fluff made mine.
well, it's also because I'm blind. If I wasn't blind, I wouldn't carry these everywhere I go.
Take a step back in time to 2009.
So we wake up that second morning, and me and Pruitt, Gert, we're a little bit unsure if we're going to hear anything right off the rip, because let's be honest, 3 or 4 turkeys taken off that property the day before, and at roost the night prior, there was nothing that said that they were there or even existed to be there. So that being said, we start walking down the road, and I let out a few hoots. Sure enough, one strikes out, and we're like, all right, we know where he's at, so let's try to make a move on him. We drop down in this bottom, hoot again, and he's in a whole nother bottom, so we got a good ridge in between us and him, and we make a move and get in position. He flies down. He's a little stubborn. He gets in this little logging road path that they got in between all these planted pines, and he was a little weary. You know, he didn't see a decoy or anything, and he was in a position where he should have seen that hen that was yelping. But had a hen fly up behind us. It jumped a ditch that was right behind me and Pruitt, and flew up. She putted a little bit, made him a little weird, so he shut up. And whenever she flew down, she went across that road and dropped back down that next bottom. Well, he saw that, and of course he followed her. And I kind of thought, oh boy, it might be over, you know. And sure enough, Pruitt crawled up to me and says, I'm gonna do something a little weird.
He's gone away, isn't he? Yeah. That hand.
So he crawls back, gets out his trumpet call, starts ripping on it, and it fires him back up. Next thing you know, he's right back in that road again. He's gobbling, spitting, and drumming. I mean, he is mad. He can't see that hen. Well, in the midst of all that happening, I asked Girk, it's like, do you have it on camera? And he said, no, but shoot him if you want. I decided to not shoot. Girk didn't have it in frame. I had to shoot through a few things. I was really unsure. So we let him do his thing, and then I got real antsy. He started to walk off, and I seen that he tucked his wing, so I was going to try to make a move. I thought his head was behind a tree. It wasn't behind a tree, and as soon as I move, I just hear, put, and that dude jets off like a road runner, and I'm big sad. You talking about all the wind taken out of my sails? It was rough. So we sat there for a minute and was like, well, let's backtrack. Let's see if we can't strike something else up. And we walked probably, I don't know, maybe a mile or so. Haven't heard anything. Should have heard something by now. I mean, this property is beautiful. It's everything you could possibly want in a hunting piece of property. I mean, it's great. Well, we get back to where we kind of initially started when we first struck up that bird hooting that morning. We're walking, we're like, we hear something. It's like, where was that at? We thought it was in front of us, behind us, side, we didn't really know. Well, call again, it was like, all right, that bird's in front of us. So we try to make a move, wrap around the edge of this ridge, and before we did it again, we're like, let's call again, make sure that's where he is. And sure enough, after we called again, that dude is 180 degrees behind us. Just flip-flopped. It was like, whoa, holy cow. I guess how all them pines are planted and all the little roads going through there where he was positioned. Whenever he gobbled, just went right up one of them roads and dumped down to the bottom, and it fooled all three of us.
I kind of want to hang out.
Take gobbles again?
Until he gobs again, but I also kind of want to get on him while he's
hot. Are in the mood.
All right, I'm going to call from this knob.
All right.
And depending, we'll either drop off through that or through that.
All right. He's down that way. That's that mark. That's that way.
What?
Are we sure that's the same bird?
It might be two different birds.
There's no way he made it that far.
I'm wondering if the pines aren't just fucking with us.
Well, once we figured out where he was, we kind of got positioned, ran through the pines, got set up, and first tree I set up on, I ended up was sitting right in the sun, didn't realize it. So I moved over one, and that bird, I mean, he's ripping. I'm talking about just something we made up in the term of drum gobble. I mean, he was gobbling so hard you could hear the drumming in it. It was very intense. Well, while he's coming towards us, I can slowly feel that sun creeping on me. I'm like, oh no. And I got a red dot on my 410. It's pretty reflective on the back side of it, or the front side of it. So I had in my mind, I'm just gonna put my gun down below, or lay it across my leg to where it's not beaming off that sun. And I seen the gobbler, here he come, and Pruitt's cutting and yelping. He's answering, cutting them off, and just doing everything you could possibly want a turkey to do for you. Well, as soon as he decided he's going to come in them pines, I knew that he was going to have to go across a few trees before I could shoot him. And sure enough, whenever he did that, that's whenever I raised my gun up, and he took a couple steps, kind of, a couple more steps, raised his neck up, and that was it.
Let's go! Let's go! Yeah, baby. Let's go. Oh, he's a hammer, too. Let's go. Dude, I heard him drum right before you shot, and I was like, oh, he's about to shoot.
That's the same bird.
Gotta be.
You can hear in that gobble.
That's a powerful gobble, wasn't it?
It's a powerful 410, baby.
That was a poke, my boy.
Wouldn't let him go.
Oh, look where Dirk was, right down the lane.
And he dropped like a sack of
He
potatoes.
sure did.
Oh, he's got some hooks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
You want some magic? You want some magic?
Boy.
Those are some good ones. That's a mature bird, for sure. Like you said, you could tell in that gobble. Look at him, he's about to lose his beard.
I seen that. What was that for?
Beard rot.
Jeez.
That line,
Yeah.
here, gone.
Thank you, Lord. Shooting a wild turkey is probably about the only thing in this world that I could think of at the age of 32 years old. All my years on this earth, 32 years, shooting a wild turkey is probably about the only thing that makes me feel giddy like a kid again. The emotions are through the roof. There's highs, there's lows, and there's highs again. You can hear it from Pruitt's mic whenever he comes shooting across the screen, him giggling like a little girl. I think he was just excited as I was. And to have Ramsey invite me out there year after year to go shoot a turkey out there on his place, I mean, I'm forever grateful. You know, that's something that is pretty special, and I hope we get to continue to do that year in and year out.